Previously on The Ghost with the Most. Welcome to Christmas in the Closet, our first annual celebration. Wait, what? Oh wait, that's the whole cast. Well, that's the last time I tried to do anything creative. Hello everybody, I'm your Ghost with the Most and your fabulous host Luke here. If you're wondering what happened to Chackle, he's stuck in the closet, and I mean that literally and possibly figuratively. It's okay, darling, you're just confused. Actually, I'm bi, so now I have to cancel you. That's fair. So anyway, I was able to trap Chackle in the closet for the time being. The closet was nice, but I'm also glad to be back in my void. It's actually right next to my kitchen. But anyway, let's talk about things I love. I love dogs and cats, I love hot chocolate, and I love Jace Norman. Oh my god, how is this man real? I want to fucking marry him right now. Also, Jace Norman is hotter than Ryan Reynolds. Anyway, but if there's one other thing I love, it's a little something called Ninjago. I mean, who doesn't like Ninjago? I grew up on Ninjago and I'm so glad I did. Really quickly, I'm gonna give you my opinions on like every season. Good. Decent. A fan favorite, but I seem to not like it as much as everyone else does, but it's still good. Great. Decent, but should have been a season. I don't hate it as much as everyone else does, but it's just okay and easily the most forgettable season. Amazing. Great. Good, but a little rushed. Bad. Mediocre, and even though it's marketed as a J season, it has absolutely nothing to do with him. Good. It's fine, I guess, and I still have no idea whether it's a season, miniseries, or special. It's just kind of forgettable. Amazing. An absolute clusterfuck of a season that does literally everything wrong. It's so bad. For those of you who are paying attention, you may have noticed that I didn't mention a season, specifically Season 6. Season 6, or Skybound, is in my opinion the best season of the show, and it is what we will be talking about today. Some people don't like it because of its controversial ending, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So sit back and relax and allow me to tell you why Ninjago Skybound is a masterpiece.
Episode 55, Infamous.
We start, of course, with the first episode of the season, and right off the bat, we already know this is going to be the best season.
Do you have the golden scroll, Lloyd?
I sure do, Kai, but I don't know what it says. Can anyone help me read it?
We can, because reading is the first step to every adventure. Go, reading, go!
So apparently, Dareth somehow made the ninja famous. It's never elaborated on how he made them famous or why they agreed to become famous, but whatever.
Remember how every time you saved Ninjago, no one cared? Well, now Dareth's in charge, and Dareth says don't change the recipe.
Just between you and me, Mia. Jay or Cole?
Honestly, not a chance. We're a team. Instead, I'd rather talk about...
Not a chance? Really?
I'm telling you, never gonna happen.
You still haven't told him what you saw in your future's reflection, have you?
And ruin our friendship? No thanks. Besides, even if it were true, her mind's made up. It's never gonna happen. I was fine until I saw us together. Now it's all I think about.
During the events of Possession, the ninja ended up seeing part of their future, and Jay saw he ended up with Nia. These futures would later get retconned away because of the redesigns after the Lego Ninjago movie, which might I add was a really bad movie. This season is a Jay season, but the season focuses on Nia just as much as it focuses on Jay.
Bad day. You're supposed to hit them, not destroy them.
I'm a girl, but I'm also a lot of other things. But what does that matter when everyone only sees me as one thing? The girl ninja. I just want to be given a fair shot.
Why? To make things easier? The harder it is, the more you will excel. You'll never be happy if you let the world define you. You've got to define yourself.
So it turns out that when the ninja destroyed the Cursed Realm in the last season, one of their old foes escaped.
It appears when you destroyed the cursed realm, one ghost escaped. And you know him all too well. Klaus. Security footage shows him buying a train ticket that will arrive in Styx in just a few hours.
Klaus? The sorcerer from Chen's Island? What does he want with Styx? That place is just a salvage yard now.
That's why I want you to go there and stop whatever it is he's planning to do.
But Dareth wanted us to visit the hospital for that grant-a-wish thing.
Hey, we take orders from Sensei Wu, not Dareth.
I didn't know ghosts needed to buy train tickets, but okay. The ninja go to stop Klaus, but they decide to stop by the hospital anyway because Zane said they would have time to do both as long as they didn't encounter any interruptions or problems. Because of Kai's utter stupidity, they end up encountering interruptions. The ninja end up on the top of the hospital trying to avoid being seen by the paparazzi.
If we don't leave now, we'll never get to Styx to stop Klaus.
We're a team. We stick together.
Thanks, but I can stick up for myself.
He was only trying to be nice.
It's okay. Right now, we're just having our first fight.
What do you mean right now? And just what are you implying by we?
They're gonna see us! Quick, take cover!
Mia, you need to hide too. Forget what I said. Just take my hand.
No! What did you mean when you said we? I'm a ninja, and I'm nobody's girl.
Just take his hand, Mia, or else we're gonna be spotted.
The ninja end up getting caught by the paparazzi, and because of that, they arrive at Styx late. Meanwhile, while searching through garbage, Klaus finds the Teapot of Tehran and frees Nadakon the genie from his imprisonment, or as he likes to be called, Nadakon the Jinn.
Where am I? What year is it? Nadakon. It's you. I freed a genie. I prefer the term gene.
Klaus wants Nadakon to grant him his 3 wishes. There are also 3 rules to Jinn wishes in this world. You can't wish for love, death, or more wishes.
I wish for my book of spells. Very well. Your wish is yours to keep. With my spells, who needs more wishes? Oh, what's happening? You should have known the book was last thrown into a fire. Perhaps you should wish for more than a pile of ash. You conniving genie. The gene. I wish to become mortal again. Your wish is yours to keep. Yes, it's working. My hands! My head! Pain! Becoming physical is a painful process. I wish it could be over soon, but right now you are probably thinking about your last wish. But the pain is too unbearable to think clearly. I wish it all to go away. I wish it all to go away! Your wish is yours to keep. Be careful what you wish for.
After that, we get a little bit of good old-fashioned exposition.
Misfortune's Keep, the most feared pirate ship that ruled the high seas, taken down by Captain Soto and his Destiny bounty at the end of the era of the Stone Warrior. The Misfortune's captain, Nadakon the Jinn, with power to grant others' wishes, was trapped in the Teapot of Tehran, while his crew was later marooned in separate realms.
Separate realms?
After the ninja discovered the realm crystal in the tomb of the first Binjitsu master, it is common knowledge that Ninjago is one of 16 realms.
Which realm is Delara in?
No known image of Delara. Quartermaster of Misfortune's Keep and love of Nadakon the Jinn, died shortly after Nadakon's imprisonment.
Died? Where is this realm crystal?
Location is classified, since realm crossing is prohibited. It is under the protection of Sensei Wu and the masters of Spinjitzu.
Then tell me how to find them.
Nauticon shapeshifts into the ninja's forms and then frames them for doing a bunch of crimes. Now that the ninja are on the run from the law, they can't stop him. The ninja go into hiding and Masako is arrested. Meanwhile, at the Domu library, Wu is searching for what Klaus could have been looking for.
Be careful what you wish for.
Did somebody say wish?
Find out in the next episode that just like Klaus, Wu's last wish was to wish it all away, but we never actually find out what his other wishes are. It was stated what his wishes are in a book, but apparently it's non-canon, even though there's nothing about it that would make it not be canon, so I don't know.
Episode 56, Public Enemy #1. Previously on Ninjago.
Also, that right there, previously on Ninjago, is like engraved into my mind. It is part of my childhood, and it physically hurts me that it's not in the show anymore. Oh yeah, and also just a quick little side tangent. Why is it called the Shintaro Dungeon Whip? Like, they could have just called it the Shintaro Whip or the Dungeon Whip. Could they just not decide, or... Anyway, my point is that Skybound's intro is amazing. Also, this is the only intro in the entire series Masako appears in. It's honestly really odd she appears in this intro. She's one of the most underutilized characters in the entire show along with Pixel, but at the very least Pixel got a lot more spotlight and crystallized. I mean, that season sucks, but at the very least I like what they did with Pixel. Sako never got that, and she honestly doesn't do much the entire season or series, so I honestly don't even know why she's in this intro. Actually, I do know why, but whatever. I do like that she's in this intro because it makes this intro even more unique since it's the only one she appears in. Again, I do know why she appears in the intro, but we're gonna get to that later. Anyway, let's actually talk about Public Enemy #1 now. Unfortunately, it starts off with something I'm not that big of a fan of, and that thing is Ronin. Throughout Possession, Ronin would constantly betray the ninja, but he never wanted to hurt them or get them in really that much trouble. But in this season, it feels like they just threw away all of his character development. Like in the last season, Ronin was willing to give up his soul to protect the ninja, but now in this one, he's willing to track them down for the police, just to send them to prison even though that he knows they're framed, just so he can get money.
Forget it. I'll keep my cursed soul. The sword's one thing, but my friends are another.
So, you sure you can bring him to justice?
With a bow on. All I need in return is a clean slate, so I can pile all that fresh money you're gonna give me onto it.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of what they did to Ronin, but he does get a little better later in the season. While Misako is in custody, she gets a visit from Nauticon, and this is probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole show.
Like I said, it wasn't them. They were framed. You should be searching for the real culprit.
Come on, Simon.
Why won't you tell me where Wu is? I wish to speak to someone in charge!
Wish is yours to keep.
My wish? No!
Oh, yes.
Help! Uncuff me! Don't leave me alone with him!
No one is behind there, unfortunately.
You're Nauticon the Djinn. I knew it. Klaus was looking for the teapot of Tyran.
Oh, you mean this? It's smaller in person, I know. I was trapped inside it for longer than I care to recall. But now Klaus is in there, and he has Wu to keep him company.
Wu! What have you done to him? What do you want?
A good captain never leaves his crew behind. Mine was taken from me.
You were a pirate captain. The story said you could grant wishes for others, but not for yourself. Is that why you made your living taking what never belonged to you?
Yes, I cannot wish for myself, but I can always get what I want. Wu already told me where the realm crystal is, but I will still need your help.
Even if you were to find it in Hiroshi's labyrinth, you'd never find your way out.
So, it's hidden in Hiroshi's labyrinth, you say?
Wu didn't tell you. You tricked me! I wish I hadn't said anything in the first place.
Another wish? I thought you'd never ask. She's gone.
We never actually find out what Misako's final wish was. I mean, we have to assume she wished it all away like Klaus and allegedly Wu did, but I guess we just never got to see it. The ninja find out that Wu has gone missing, and when he was last seen, he had checked out a book about the Teapot of Tehran. The ninja find out they might be dealing with a djinn, and Jay thinks this is how him and Nia end up together. And in a roundabout way, he was kinda right, but we'll get to that later.
But Nia said they grant wishes, and with wishes, anything is possible, right?
My logic parameters do not allow me to understand the full extent of a wish, but I am curious where you are going with this.
Nia made it clear there was no way we'd ever end up together, but I know for a fact from seeing my future that we do. Maybe a wish is what it takes. Maybe this is how she falls for me.
Oh, Jay. Poor, sweet, stupid, idiotic little Jay. Not much else happens in the rest of the episode other than Nadakon steals the realm crystal from Hiroshi's labyrinth, and all the ninja are caught by Ronin and set to Kryptarian prison.
Episode 57, Encrypted.
While in prison, the ninja are always in Vengestone handcuffs. Vengestone cancels out their elemental abilities and Cole's ghost powers, so they can't just escape whenever they want to. This is something that would later be completely forgotten about in Crystallized, but to avoid this becoming a video about why Crystallized is so horrible, we're just not going to get into that. We get introduced to the mechanic this episode, who is someone that would for some reason become way more important in later seasons, even though he was never interesting.
It's not now, Sprocket Arm. We're dealing with first-tier bad guys here. You're fifth tier, maybe fourth tier tops.
Fourth tier?
Thank you, Cole. I seriously have no idea why this guy got a bigger role in later seasons. He was never interesting. The ninja find out from Dareth that Nadakon has stolen the realm crystal and most likely used it to bring back his old crew. They also run into Captain Soto, who was the original one that trapped Nadakon in the Teapot of Tehran. He died a long time ago, but Lloyd's dad brought him back to life with his magic stick.
You best not be speaking about Nadakon the Jinn. His name is Nadakon.
It's so funny to me how they just say this right in front of a bunch of guards. One of the guards even has a reaction. Also, this is the first time I've rewatched this season in a while, and I'm only now realizing how bad this scene looks without context. Anywho, to cut a long-winded explanation short, the ninja escape prison along with Soto, and Soto tells them the map is on a lantern, and the lantern is on Misfortune's Keep. Meanwhile, Nadakon uses the realm crystal to bring back his old crew, and turns out all he wanted to do was make sure they were safe. Him and his crew travel to his home realm, Ninjago, which is literally falling apart. Turns out the Cursed Realm and Ninjago are sister realms, so when the ninja destroyed the Cursed Realm last season, they indirectly destroyed Ninjago, and have apparently killed millions, and they just don't know that. Also, what exactly are sister realms? It's never really explained. Then again, in Ninjago, there are just some things you have to accept, like why do elemental dragons and their jutsu just completely disappear in the later seasons? Why does Zane's Falcon disappear after season 8? How come after 15 seasons I can still only describe Cole as a nice guy who likes cake and died once? Who knows? Also, the ninja destroyed the Cursed Realm like at the very least a few weeks ago, right? Why is Ninjago only falling apart now? And Nadakon just instantly assumes it's the ninja's fault the Cursed Realm got destroyed? Which, I mean, he is right, but it seems like a pretty ballsy thing to just guess on.
Sun returns in our final hours. What plague has begotten our realm? Our sister realm has been destroyed. The cursed realm is no more. The ninja.
Oh, and Nadakon is Jin royalty, and his dad disowned him or something. His dad gives him the Jin blade and tells him to go avenge their realm. Nadakon destroys the Teapot of Tehran with the blade, causing Klaus, Wu's, and Misako's souls to become transported inside of the sword. Wait, is it the Teapot of Tehran or Tehran? I don't really care, I'm just gonna keep saying whatever. And so, Nadakon and his crew set out on a quest to get revenge on the ninja for indirectly destroying Ninjago. They start modifying Misfortune's Keep in order to make it fly, and we also find out that Nia looks a lot like Delara. So when a lot of people talk about Skybound, they mention how they don't really like the prison arc, but I don't really get that. The prison arc only lasts one episode, and it's not like it's filler since it progresses the story. I will admit Skybound really doesn't get good until episode 4, but I say good in quotation marks because the first 3 episodes aren't even bad, they just get a lot better later in the season. The first 3 episodes are mostly setup, but having 3 episodes for setup and then the rest of the 7 episodes be where the story gets good isn't really that bad. Also, if it's any consolation, Crystallized would later reuse the prison storyline and do it much worse. Why they would reuse something that wasn't really like the first time is beyond my understanding, but they ended up doing the prison storyline 1,000 times worse, but again, we're not going to get into that god-awful season right now.
Episode 58, Misfortune Rising.
So I mentioned earlier that this season is a Jay season, but focuses on Nia just as much as it focuses on Jay. In the first 3 episodes, it isn't really like that. Some stuff about them is set up, but for the first 3 episodes, they aren't really the focus. Starting with this episode, the season really starts to become about them and their relationship.
Let me take care of that. A superior always pays. Whoops. Wrong pants.
Here. This should cover the both of us.
Okay. What did he say?
I expect it from others, but not you.
What? Can't I try and buy lunch for a friend?
But I know you don't just see me as a friend. All week you've made it pretty obvious you're still harboring some feelings. I've tried to ignore it, but...
It's because I'm from a junkyard, isn't it?
Of course not. We're friends. Good friends. But that's all we are. And that's all we're ever gonna be. My role on the team shouldn't be defined by who I'm seeing, but who I'm fighting.
I get it. A real friend wouldn't put you in that position. I'm sorry, Nia.
Thank you for understanding. And you don't have to pay me back. Can't a friend buy lunch for a friend?
Nauticon was very obviously eavesdropping on them and pays Jay a little visit.
You see one glimpse into the future of you and Nia together and expect everything to fall into line. I wish I never saw my future.
You want the girl? I can make this happen.
Wait a second. It's discovered later in the season that if Nauticon is in earshot, he has to grant the wish.
I wish Finstone didn't stop our powers, but made them stronger. I can't believe it worked!
If he's within earshot, he has to grant the wish!
Nauticon was very clearly within earshot of Jay here, so why didn't he grant his wish to have it so he didn't know what his future was? You could argue Jay obviously didn't mean it as an actual wish and never thought it would be granted, but that doesn't really make sense because it goes against the scene with Misako in Public Enemy number 1.
Why won't you tell me where Wu is? I wish to speak to someone in charge!
Wish is yours to keep.
My wish? No!
Oh, yes.
Also, Jay's second wish is to be alone, which is something that Nauticon clearly isn't happy about but has to grant the wish anyway.
I don't want anything. I just wish I wasn't alone with you. Dang it! I did it again!
It's a nitpick, I know, but complaining about stuff is kind of my job here. This is my favorite season, but I'm going to talk about the problems as well. I haven't really talked about that much stuff I like about the season and why I think it's a masterpiece, but trust me, all that stuff is gonna come later.
Well, I guess she'll never be yours.
Wait, but I thought one of the rules was that I couldn't wish for love.
True. But there are other ways to get what you want. Then again, I guess a poor boy from a junkyard wouldn't understand.
Well, I guess one little wish wouldn't hurt. Okay, then I wish I wasn't born in a junkyard. I wish I wasn't poor anymore and could give Nia everything she wants.
Your wish is yours to keep.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over Ninjago for you. Don't worry, I won't report you to the authorities. Just delivering the mail.
I'm sorry to inform you, but your father has passed. You have inherited his estate and lots and lots and lots of money.
Why the glum face? You're rich!
What? What? Can you just imagine? You're rich! So anyway, Jay goes to his parents' house and they tell him that he's actually adopted and his biological father passed away. He goes to his biological father's house, which he now owns.
Are you ready for your second wish? Adorable.
What did you do? Did you change the past?
I wish. I merely revealed the truth about your life that you were unaware of.
Then I don't want to make another wish.
Everyone wants a second wish. A second chance to make things right.
No.
Don't resist me. Tell me what you want. More power, more prestige. Maybe a ray gun that works?
No, I don't want anything. I just wish I wasn't alone with you. Dang it! Ah, I did it again!
Jay?
Don't forget, you have a third wish.
Hello?
Nia, you're here. How did you get here?
After you split, I got worried. I called your dad who said you'd be here.
Also, in this next scene, I also have a problem, but it's a relatively small problem.
I'm so tired of all the sneaking around.
Easy, Kai. We're all itching to get back into action, but so far, 2 of our own have gone missing.
Lloyd says 2 of their own have gone missing, and he is obviously referring to Wu and Misako. But when did they find out Misako went missing? They never were informed about that. Jay and Nia were undercover as cops earlier in the episode, so it's possible they heard it from an actual cop, but that was never shown. I also don't like this.
Forgive me, Lady Dogshank.
Never liked flowers, and I ain't no lady.
Boy, you're real ugly.
I'm not a boy. I'm a lady.
Oh my god, I just realized I'm one of those people that ruins movies for other people by complaining about stuff that doesn't make sense. Narukon attacks the city with the now airborne Misfortune's Keep to try to get the ninja to be alone. The ninja go to protect the people while also trying to get the lantern from the ship.
I'm almost there.
Freeze! Don't test me, Lloyd Garmadon.
You know we're only trying to help. If you don't believe me, pull the trigger.
Oh, darn ninja! I hate it when you're right.
Cole is able to get the lantern, but in the process, the realm crystal is destroyed. While all of this is going on, Narukon catches Kai when he's alone.
I thought a little privacy might be in order. You can wish for it.
The only thing I wish is for you to take me back.
Your wish is yours to keep.
This isn't Ninjago City. This isn't my wish. I told you to take me back.
Ah, but how far back? This is Ninjago City. Dare I say, the humble beginnings of it.
Wait a minute. Is that
your father? Yes.
This isn't what I wished for.
Why won't you help your poor father? He's right there. You could spend some quality time.
Please, friend. I just need a hand. Dad? I wish you to take me back. Back to when things were good. Back to before all this mess, when people liked us. And bad guys like you were never a problem. Back to the days when girls were crazy for me.
Your wish is yours to keep.
Where's everyone? I said that...
You said a lot for one wish. Too much to make any sense. But the girls are crazy for you. You have one more wish. All of these can go away. You can just say the words. Just wish it away.
I wish for it all to go away!
Your wish is yours to keep. Did you? Yes. We got what we came for. Let's go.
At the end of the episode, we see that parts of Ninjago are being ripped out of the ground and floating up into the sky.
Episode 59, On a Wish and a Prayer.
Jay takes everyone to his dad's house and tells them that he saved up a bunch of money and bought it himself. Cole doesn't buy this.
Whenever money comes your way, you waste it on junk food and video games. What's really up? And don't think you can lie to me. I know you too well.
Fine! I made a wish with Narukon!
You've seen Narukon and haven't told us?
He came when I was alone.
How could you be so stupid to make a wish? You know everyone else was facing is now gone.
It's because back in the Spinjitzu Master's tomb, when everyone saw their future, and I told everyone I had an eye patch.
I remember.
Well, I saw something else. I saw the reflection of me and Nia together. What? I don't know how, but in the future, we end up with each other. Although she's made it painfully clear, I never stand a chance.
You have to tell them.
I can't. Then Nia will know. Please, I'm asking you as my best friend.
Meanwhile, Nanakon's first mate, Flintlock, starts to grow suspicious of him.
I've been biting my tongue, Captain. But when we attacked the city, I saw the girl Ninja. She looked like Delara.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
I'll believe that when I believe a pirate be born to tell the truth. You should have told me. First, you don't tell me your plan. Now you keep this. We sacrificed a lot to follow you, but trust is a wind that blows both ways.
Which is why I am showing you. I know it doesn't look like much now, but this place will soon become Ninjago. With each ninja my Jin blade consumes, the more power I am beholden to resurrect my home world. This is what you sacrificed for, not some girl. For a home.
Now that the ninja have the lantern, they set sail to find the island with the Tiger Widow. Well, at sea, the ninja encounter an electrical storm. Since Zane is a robot, he goes below deck to avoid getting struck by lightning.
Your move.
My move?
Yes. Surprised to see me?
On the contrary. After analyzing Jay's reluctance for me to be alone, the only logical explanation would be his fear of your arrival, signaling to me that you have visited him before. Since Jay is still here, it's understandable that he has not yet completed all of his wishes. And I sense it is the last wish that has trapped the others into your sword.
Wait, how does Zane know about Nanakon's sword? He shouldn't know about that.
So, you are the smart one. Then I take it you do not want to make a wish.
Be careful, Zane. It is foolish to believe you can outsmart him.
Not now, Pixel! I do want my 3 wishes, but on my 3rd wish, it will not be I who will disappear, but you. I wish that you'll not twist my words, nor find a loophole, but understand the true intentions of the words that I speak, and carry out their will as I've thoroughly instructed.
Very well. I understand you perfectly, and shall take you at your word. Your 2nd wish?
It is imperative that from here on out, whatever harm may befall me will be done unto you tenfold.
I've not heard that one before. Very good.
Zane didn't say I wish when he made his 2nd wish, so shouldn't that wish have not have been granted?
Now for my 3rd wish.
But for clarification, you said whatever harm may befall you.
What do you mean?
What if said harm were done to, say, someone else?
Now you are twisting my words.
No, I am absolutely certain I heard you perfectly. No harm shall befall you.
I warned you not to do this, Zane. You must not make another wish.
By that definition, I could simply delete bits of information from your hard drive.
Pixel!
There's no harm in that now, is there?
My 3rd wish! My 3rd wish!
Yes, your all-important 3rd wish. Make it count. But no matter what happens to me, the sweet little voice inside your head will be all but gone. Erased. Checkmate.
I wish for it all to go away!
Despite the problems I pointed out in that scene, I actually really do enjoy it. Basically any scene with Nadakon is just amazing. The ninja make it to the island, but their boat is destroyed in the process. When they find out Zane is missing, Cole tells everyone that Jay has already encountered Nadakon.
Enough is enough! Jay has already been alone with Nadakon. The mansion, the boat, he wished for them.
You swore you wouldn't say anything!
The reason he's here and the others aren't is because Jay never made his 3rd wish. And if Zane knew that, maybe he'd still be here.
Why didn't you tell us?
I'm sorry, couldn't.
It's because when he saw his future, you were with him.
You told me we were never gonna happen. I thought maybe these wishes were the very thing that would bring us together. I had to try.
Well, I know who just nominated themselves to extract the Tiger Widow's venom.
Jay gets the venom from the Tiger Widow, but Jay is kidnapped by Nadakon. Nadakon also thinks that he got rid of the Tiger Widow's venom, but he actually did not, so the remaining ninja have his only weakness, and he doesn't even know it. Unfortunately for Lloyd, Nia, and Cole, they are all now stuck on the island because their boat got destroyed. So we are now halfway through the season, so I think it's time for a brief intermission just to talk about some things. Firstly, did you know Another thing I want to mention is that unlike basically every other season, with the exception of Nauticon's theme, there was no original music that was made for this season because of restrictions on the people's contract that make the music for the show or something. This doesn't really bother me because all the music they used from the previous seasons is really good, and Nauticon's theme is great. Favorite antagonist of all time is Dr. Smith, but I already made an entire video series about her, but Nauticon is probably my second favorite antagonist. The way he manipulates his opponents into wishing themselves away is always a joy to watch, and he always picks off each member of the main cast one by one, creates a sense of dread throughout the entire season. The first time I watched this season, I kind of thought Nauticon was basically manipulating each ninja into committing suicide, and I mean, in a sense, he's kind of getting them to do that. Since he can't kill the ninja because that's against the rules, he manipulates them into wishing themselves away, although I do have some questions. Soto says the ninja can't wish him back into the teapot because that would cause him harm, but then how come he's able to do the same thing to them by manipulating their words? Also, one of the rules is that you can't harm anyone, but then how come Nauticon was able to erase Pixel from Zane's mind? Also, I have noticed people complaining about why Nauticon even bothers manipulating the ninja. Find out later in the season that he didn't even have to do that. If someone is just struck by the Sword of Souls, they're stuck inside of it. So why does Nauticon even bother manipulating them when he could have just struck them with the sword?
A djinn can capture you in its djinn blade by tricking you to wish it all away. Or there's a simpler way. Be struck by it.
It made sense why he would have manipulated Klaus, Wu, and Misako because he didn't have the sword yet, but then why does he manipulate the ninja? I actually think I have the answer to this. Nauticon likes manipulating them. He finds it fun. Also, when Jay is struck by the sword in the penultimate episode of the season, he has a lot of time to escape it. So maybe being wished inside of it makes it so that you have no chance of escape, because it seems that when you're just struck by it, escaping is much more implausible. Well, no one asked for your opinion. No. Anyway, now let's move on to episode 6.
Episode 60. My dinner with Nauticon.
Oh, news air traffic control. Gail Gossip with breaking news. For weeks, everyone has been stumped as to why prime real estate of Ninjago has simply vanished into thin air. Well, consider the mystery solved. They are in thin air. Directly above us are the missing remains. I'm staring at it right now, folks.
Wait, weeks? The first piece of land didn't go missing until the ending of episode 4. This is the beginning of episode 6. How long have the ninja been stuck on that island? But they couldn't have been stuck on the island for that long, since Cole says that Jay got kidnapped only a day ago.
Oh, I was just thinking about what Jay might say to that. You're telling me we went to all that trouble to get the venom to stop Nauticon, and now we have no way to get off this island? Gone one day and I already miss him spazzing out.
Aboard Misfortune's Keep, Nauticon puts Jay to work in order to get him to break so he will wish it all away.
Looks like you missed this part.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say what? That you can wish it all away? Care to say hello to your friends? Wish it. Wish it all away and join them. Wish it, and you'll never have to pick up another scrub brush again.
If I didn't have this Vengestone ball and chain, I'd zap you clean off this ship.
I can see why she once liked you. You're stronger than you appear. But I know it's all an act. Deep down, you're scared. You know you're weak. You make jokes to mask that you're afraid. That's why you didn't do anything when she fell for your friend. Or you can't do anything when she falls for me. Believe me, aboard my ship, you will break.
Jay is able to send a message in a bottle out into the sea. He wants his friends to find it and know that he's okay and they should focus on stopping Nauticon. Unbeknownst to Jay, he wrote the message on the back of blueprints for one of Nauticon's ships. Nauticon invites Jay for dinner to tell him some lovely exposition.
Truth be told, I don't care about a new world nor winning Nia's heart.
Then why are you doing all of this?
Oh, I don't need her heart. I only need her hand in marriage. Because when a Jin prince becomes king on Jin land, he is bestowed the greatest gift of all.
Love?
No. Infinite wishes.
You never loved Delara. You only loved what she could give you.
And after I take your friends and take your home, Nia will be mine. And no one will be able to stop me.
Jay tries to tell Flintlock that Nauticon isn't telling the crew everything and that once Nauticon has married, he will have infinite wishes and not need them anymore. Flintlock doesn't believe this, even though Dogshake was in the room with Nauticon and Jay when Nauticon told Jay this, so you would think Dogshake would have told Flintlock this, or Nauticon wouldn't have told one of his crew members this, but whatever. Wow, I'm complaining a lot, even though I said this is my favorite season. This is my favorite season. It's just that after rewatching it, I've noticed a lot of problems it has, but still, rewatching it has still been really fun. Anyway, Lloyd, Cole, and Nia have no way off the island. They can't make it back to land with their elemental dragons because it's too far and they can't withstand using their dragons for that long. But then why doesn't just one of them use their dragons and have everyone else get on said dragon? And then when that person using the dragon can't use it anymore, they just switch whoever's using out the dragon, and then they just keep doing that until they get to land. Anyway, they are saved by the police commissioner and Rodin, who is suddenly on their side for some reason.
We learned you chartered a boat. Following storm patterns, we looked...
Detective work, ma'am. We're detectives. We detect things.
Wait, did you come all this way to arrest us?
Arrest you? Oh gosh, no. We came to rescue you. After you saved our city from the Sky Pirates, we finally realized whose side you're fighting on. I was wrong to distrust you, Lloyd. That's on me.
But saving one more is on us. We got a message from Jay. Let's say we get him back.
Also, Ronan just so happening to find the message in the bottle that Jay threw into the ocean, well, unlikely is technically plausible, so I'm not gonna hold it against the episode that much.
Episode 61, Wishmasters.
Using the blueprint on the back of Jay's message, the ninja recreate one of Nauticon's ships and go above the clouds in disguise to try and poison him with the venom.
So if you ever want to rise up that ladder, you gotta first step on me.
Well, that's kinky. Oh, and suffice to say, the plan doesn't go very well. Nauticon says that if Nia agrees to marry him, he will spare her friends' lives, and if she doesn't, then they will have to walk the plank. This is when the ninja realizes that if Nauticon is within earshot, he has to grant the wish.
I ain't afraid to shoot you where you stand.
I wish you were a lousy shot!
I never miss. I said I never miss.
Lloyd also wishes to be wise like Wu, which causes him to start aging, which is why he looks like this for the rest of the season. When everyone falls out of Misfortune's Keep, Nia wishes that the clouds would stop them. Cole and Nia have already used all of their wishes.
Lloyd, what's happening to you?
Don't worry about me. Jay and I have one wish left, and I'm not gonna use it to save myself.
But you'll continue to get decrepit, and you already sound like an old person. Let me use my last wish to save you.
Jay, the wise thing to do is to save it. I see beyond the now. You'll need it.
For when?
For when it's sent from the heart.
Sent from the heart? Hearts don't talk!
You think you can use your wishes to stop me?
I wish for a sword! No, Nauticon. I know our wishes will stop you. Just not today. Jay, don't worry! Together, those two will save us all!
Nia and Jay escape, and then we get this scene, which I have a lot of questions about.
We've made our 3 wishes, Nauticon! You can't control us!
You're right. I can't make you wish it all away. But I can make him. You never made your wishes, Clancy. Wish these 2 away for me. Do it.
I wish him away!
I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him away! I wish him aw happening? What is supposed to happen?
So, ignoring why Cole turns gray for 5 seconds for some reason here, how come Clancy was able to wish Cole and Lloyd away? Wouldn't that be harming them, and isn't that against the rules? Also, if Nadakon was able to use other people's wishes to get rid of the ninja, why didn't he make Clancy wish Jay away too? I understand why he wouldn't wish away Nia, because he wants to marry her, but why not get rid of Jay while you're at it? Also, one detail I do really like, though, is that Cole actually enters the sword about 2 seconds before Lloyd does, so Cole is technically captured before Lloyd, which fits in line with the theme song.
Episode 62, The Last Resort.
Jay and Nia hide out at the lighthouse Dr. Julian was held prisoner at to hide from Nadakon. Oh, and through a variety of reasons that I really don't feel like mentioning because they're not that important, Nadakon finds out the ninjas still have the poison. Remember how at the beginning of the season Nadakon actually cared about his crew? Well, that's not really a thing anymore. Some people take issue with this, but I'm pretty sure the power of having infinite wishes slowly corrupted him over time. While at the lighthouse, Jay and Nia find Echo Zane, who was Zane's replacement Dr. Julian made when he was a prisoner at the lighthouse. Don't ask me why he never showed up once in the last voyage. Nadakon gets Clancy to use up another wish to find out where Jay and Nia are.
Tell me where she is. Wish it, or your wish you had.
Okay, then. I wish I could see where she is.
It's the idea to wish that Nadakon wasn't a djinn. The pirates show up, and they try to escape the lighthouse by using Traveler's Tea, but there's only enough for one of them.
63, Operation Land Ho.
While Nia is being forced to get ready for the wedding, the pirates find the venom on her and tell Clancy to get rid of it. Jay gathers a team of the police commissioner, Skylar, Dara, Soto, Echo Zane, and Ronan. They are able to sneak above the clouds to reach the newly formed Ninjago. Thanks to Nia, Jay is able to steal Nadakon's sword without him noticing. Jay goes inside the blade to try and free his friends. He is able to free Wu, Misako, and the other ninja.
Good job! Jay, you did it!
And it appears you found some new friends.
What about Nadakon? Don't tell me that guy is still around.
And he's more powerful than ever.
Do we have everyone?
Not everyone. We have one more ninja to save. Now, who wants to crash a wedding?
Episode 64, The Way Back.
And so we have arrived at the season finale. The ninja try to stop the wedding ceremony, but they arrive too late. Nadakon now has infinite wishes, and he doesn't have to follow any rules.
Jay's pointing to the Misfortune's Keep. I think we might want to follow him.
Why does Lloyd just have a random English accent right there? Anywho, Clancy tells Jay where he hid the poison.
Nia brought with her. It's in the cape. Now hold on. Oh, was you listening to me for once? I never liked how you treated people. Flintlock was right. You said this was about us, but it's only about you.
Well, if that is how you truly feel, you're banished. This is all about me. I banish you too. Toxic. Flintlock, where are you?
This causes Dogshake and Flintlock to side with the ninja. Nadakon brings back Delara in Nia's body.
I wish for my love to return. Delara? Is it finally you?
My darling, you have done it.
Everyone goes to Misfortune's Keep and find the poison. The ninja devise a plan where they will distract Nadakon while Flintlock shoots him from afar. And then we get this scene, which is basically just a bunch of fluff Jay says that doesn't really mean anything. And it's one of the only things about the season finale I don't like, but it's nothing too bad.
You can take the shot from far away. Once he's weakened, we'll do the rest.
But I can't even shoot water in an ocean.
According to Nadakon, but he never held the real power. We did.
I don't follow.
all his wishes. He could never make them on his own. He needed us to make them come true. Just like when I wished to be rich, he tried to convince me my dad died. But that wasn't my real dad. My real dad lives with my mom, happy in the junkyard.
That's true.
And how did he manage to capture the greatest ninja this world has ever seen?
We all wished ourselves away. He's right. It's worth a shot, Flintlock.
If what you're saying is really true, then let's see if I still got my mojo.
So is Jay adopted or not? It's whatever. The ninja began their plan, and this is where we get the controversial ending of the season.
My shot is yours to keep.
Tiger, Widow.
I wish you weren't. Nia! The poison hit you too!
You have to make your last wish. You're the only one who can stop him.
No, not if that means losing you.
I never wanted to be part of your boys' club anyway.
No, Nia, don't say that.
Guess it's true. The greatest love stories do always end in tragedy.
Damn it! This scene always makes me cry.
I wish you had taken my hand and no one ever found that teapot in the first place.
Your wish is yours to keep.
The reason you're the only one I've ever let into my heart, even before you saw a glimpse into our future. I thought too, when it's said from the heart. We're friends, but that's all we are. And that's all we're ever gonna be. And just what are you implying by we?
Forget what I said, just take my hand!
Just take his hand, Nia, or else we're gonna be spotted.
Nia, take my hand.
I remember it all.
I do too, but how?
Who cares?
The season was time traveled out of existence, so basically the season ends with an it was all just a dream type of ending. Klaus never found the teapot in this timeline, so Nauticon was never released. If you're wondering what happened to Klaus, well, that's covered in a canon, very expensive book series, but that's another conversation. Personally, I love this ending. Jay and Nia are the only ones that remember everything because they were in the center of it all. They were the main characters of the season, so since they remember it all, I'm completely fine with the ending, because they kept all of their development. I absolutely love this ending because it always makes me cry. Every time. Also, the time travel actually makes sense this time, unlike another Ninjago episode. Also, just saying, it's kind of a dick move that Nia and Jay never went back to get Echo Zane from the lighthouse. Really wish they had stuck with the idea that he was Mr. E. So since 95% of the events of Skybound technically never happened, and only Jay and Nia remember it, the season isn't really referenced that much, although it does get a few nods.
What is it this time? Subterranean mutant insects? Indomitable flesh-eating zombies? A pirate genie?
Pirate genie?
Yes, why not? Anything can happen in this crazy town.
Hey, that's us!
Granted, that first one was a little on the nose, but it's my favorite season, so I don't care. Something that is referenced a lot more than the season itself, however, is the Teapot of Tehran. Ever since season 11, the teapot has appeared or been mentioned at least once per season. And season 11, it's in the stomach of whatever the fuck this is supposed to be, and we have no idea how it got there. In season 12, Clutch Power finds it in the middle of Ninjago City, and again, we have no idea how it got there. In season 13, Lloyd mentions the teapot, even though that's a continuity error and he shouldn't remember what it is, but whatever.
Someone's located the teapot of Tehran? Pythor's back? My father's been found?
In season 14, the teapot appears a few times, and it's just in the background. It's just standing there.
Menacingly!
Here's a Ninjago reimagined, which I don't think is canon, but I'm gonna mention it anyway.
My hope is that everyone in Ninjago City will come out to see my movie. Actually, that's my wish.
It also appears a few times in season 15 where it gets stolen from Clutch by these two random guys. I don't know how Clutch had the teapot for so long. Nauticon definitely would have made Clutch wish himself away, and Clutch isn't really the smartest bean in the box. The show has been teasing Nauticon's return for some time now, and I think there's a lot of potential in the idea of him returning. However, Crystal has kind of ruined a little bit of my faith in the Ninjago writers, so maybe he should be in the teapot for a little bit longer. How about just for fun, we take a little look at how bad Crystallized is.
When I was resurrected from the cursed realm,
you know what? I'm actually glad we bumped into you goons. I've got some frustrations I need to work out. Yeah, that felt good. You're an Oni. The Oni are incapable of caring. All they do is destroy.
You're the one who needs to get to NGTV Tower and send a distress call to some queen.
Princess Vanya of Shintara.
Then it is my great honor and privilege to pronounce you, Queen Vanya, the rightful ruler of Shintaro.
Let's get back to the monastery. I need to change my pants.
The season makes me not want to live anymore. I'm gonna stop complaining about Crystallized. This is supposed to be a video about the best season, not the worst, and if I look at Crystallized again, I think I'm gonna shoot myself. So why is Skybound my favorite season? For most of this video, I've just complained about it and all of its inconsistencies. Well, there's no defying the fact that Skybound definitely has problems, but it's still my favorite season, and I think it's a masterpiece. It's definitely flawed, but I still love it. It has a strong emotional core, and I love how it explores Jay and Nia's relationship. Nauticon is one of the best villains the show has ever had, and the way he slowly picks off the ninja one by one creates a sense of dread throughout the entire season, which is unique to this season alone. Despite all the problems I noticed with the season, when I rewatched it for this video, it was always entertaining. Even with all of its inconsistencies, this season is endlessly entertaining, and probably the most entertaining season of the entire show in my opinion. Also, that ending, man, that ending makes me cry every time and I love it. So, Skybound isn't perfect, but I love it, and I think it's the best season of Ninjago, and it probably always will be the best season of Ninjago. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go look up pictures of Jace Norman. What was that? I think it came from my dining room. Hello? Wait, I don't remember buying that teapot.